Black women and black men. I like to talk to you because I see what's happening and I analyzed it from afar. And I also analyzed it from a position of understanding and a position of non-bias. The relationship between black women and black men. Okay. Let me first start off the video by making it clear that I love black women. I am very attracted to black women, and I have no regrets for that attraction, nor do I have any regrets for the love that I have for black women. Okay, now let's move on to the subject. I feel that it's very ironic that we run to those that we say put us in the predicament in the first place. If that makes sense to you, then there's evidently some psychological defection going on. I'm not saying hold people to the past. I don't have anything against interracial relationships. I just have something against people that use interracial relationships to strike back at their own kind. You know what I'm talking about. If you fit this category, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Why do I say that? Let me please explain that to you. Now, for instance, if you went to school, then you was taught about the Jewish Holocaust. And you was taught about Russia's play in the Holocaust. And you also read about Hitler. Now, the neo-Nazis have a thing against Jews. What would you think if you know the history of the Holocaust and who caused it and who caused this great dilemma and this great pain on the Jewish people? What would you think about a Jewish woman saying, you know what, I don't want to be with Jewish men no more. I think I'm going to go and date a neo-Nazi. Or a Jewish man saying, you know what, I don't want to date Jewish women no more. I think I want to go get a neo-Nazi woman. I mean, what would you think knowing the history? Would that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Now, black woman, I'm talking to you, the one that makes the videos about how you have a distaste for black men now, and that we're worthless, and that we're nothing, and that this white man can do better. You go read your own history, and you tell me, does it make sense? Does it make sense at all? Knowing the struggle, does it make any sense? You can't call it a weakness, because then you get upset and you'll say, no, I'm not weak. But ask yourself this question. Does it make sense? Black man, I'm talking to you, that brother that makes those videos about black women. You put them down, you say they're worthless, you say they're trying to act white, and they're trying to do this, and they're trying to do that, and you explain the many reasons why you don't date them. But yet you run to the very people that you claim to have put you in your predicament. I am amazed when I see y'all, you, black women and black men, that run to the very people that put your people in the predicament. It fascinates me when I see it. It boggles my mind, because being intellectually smart has no play in foolishness. Like I say, there's nothing wrong with interracial relationships. But when you do it to strike back at your own kind, and you run to the very people that put your people in that predicament in the first place, that is unimaginable. It doesn't make sense. And you have to wonder, are you really smart? Because smart people don't do those things. And if you wonder why people that know the history and they see us doing these things, and you wonder why they have no respect for us as a people, and you still wonder why they look at us strangely, because we are the only people that are running to our oppressors for freedom. We're the only people that still need our oppressors' validation. That is so sad. That is so sad. And it has driven a wedge between black women and black men. Knowing that any person with intelligence know that they hire black women more, they put black women in more corporate positions. Why you think they're doing that? Because they're trying to pull her from you. Why do you think they're invited to the office upstairs, but we're the janitors? Why you think so? Because if I can take the seed bearer, the only woman that can produce a black man, if I eliminate that, I eliminate black production. It's smart. Do you get it? Do I have to slow it down for you? Eliminate the black woman, the seed bearer. Entice her to marry someone else. Black man eliminated. Get it? If you don't take time to think, then who's going to do the thinking for you? Or are you so caught up in your anger that you're blinded? Or are you so caught up in your dislike of how you've been treated by 3 men out of 5 million? But yet you will take all of them and you will say, all black men are no good, even though you only dated 3. And black men will say the same thing. All black women have attitudes, but they only dated 3 out of 5 million. When will you reach for intelligence? When will you grasp the deepness of your intellectual thinking? When will you take time to examine your actions and why you do those things? When will you evaluate your actions and see, do they make sense? When will you? So therefore, I will go on to make a part 2. And I'm trying to go to the depths of the understanding between the relationship that is being threatened. And that's the relationship between the black woman and the black man. And I'm going to dissect it for you can see clearly that you will rewind this tape over and over and over again. And I guarantee you, if you listen to it and really hear me, your eyes will be open. And you will start to understand what is really happening. So let me end this video and let me go on to part 2, the relationship between the black man and the black woman.